Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and I'll be your weather host for the next couple of minutes. As of right now, I would like to send my apologies to those injured or hurt by yesterday's storms. Yesterday, I was monitoring it but wasn't able to go live. There were a good amount of tornadoes and storms that tore through different towns and injured a lot of people. So my prayers go out to you, and I send my apologies that happened. But as we're moving past yesterday, today is even more of that threat. It's not in the same area, the worst part isn't, but we're going to go and dive straight into this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We have a moderate risk today, so sit back, grab some popcorn, and we're going to dive right into this. And so here we are in day one. We're going to go and get our drawing tools open. We have a moderate risk for the areas of Oklahoma, including areas of Oklahoma City, Norman, Lawton, Edmond, and Midwest City. We have a enhanced risk with that for areas like Wichita Falls, Enid, Stillwater, etc. And then we have a slight risk stretching from Texas all the way down into Florida, southern Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama. So this is a big area for threat, and then we have general thunderstorms up here in the northeast and general thunderstorms up in the plains. On this channel, I don't think I've ever showed something this dangerous. But again, we're going to go to tornado threat. We have 10% tornado threat in the Oklahoma area and Kansas area, 5% stretching through to Texas and Florida, and then the southern states, and then that 2% leading both storms. Now this is what I'll talk about when I say I don't think I've ever showed anything this significant. We have a 45% wind threat, significant, which means it's going to be more significant than just the 45% itself. It's bound to happen. And then the hail percentage, again, it's at 45%, and then the two places of significance that we could see with this storm. Now, right now, we do have a tornado watch underway in Florida for the next 250 minutes. So the storms down here from yesterday's storms, they've already mostly started. For some reason, my circular ain't working. There we go. But the storms, they're already started. So if you're in the Florida area, please be aware right now as this is already coming towards you. Oklahoma people in the Texas area, sit tight. We're getting to you right now. Alright, so here we are about 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Oklahoma, the panhandles, all that, that's when we need to be most prepared. We will have these kind of discrete supercells start popping up in this area, and some supercells up here as well. So they're not going to be supercellular as soon as they pop up. They can be just random storms, but they will grow in strength. Here's about 7 p.m. when they actually grow in strength. You got some supercells right here, and then this line of storms right here that you'll be monitoring. About 9 a.m. is going to be the worst. You're going to have this long stretch of storms, which has the possibility to produce those discrete supercells and the tornado threat that we're going to be looking at, and then the wind will be pushing back behind here as well. Oklahoma City, Norman, Moore, those areas like that, you guys need to be extremely prepared. This storm is going to tear straight through, so we could possibly see some damage to the big cities right there. But even on through the night, this storm will not, in areas just north of Dallas, like McKinney, Paris, Texas, Arkansas, you guys need to be extremely prepared throughout tonight. The areas like Tulsa, McAsler, Fort Smith, it's not going to be that bad. You'll guys get some rain, maybe still some of those spin-ups, but your main threat's going to be down here through Texas, where those storms are still trying to spin up. Now, about 2 a.m., we could possibly see some of this storm turn into a derecho. Yesterday, we had a derecho watch, which was experimental. Actually, it was a warning, which has actually never happened before. But it moved off down to the south through Louisiana. We could possibly see this storm take that same track, and again, this could possibly turn into a derecho as well. I mean, even moving to 4 a.m., this storm is still gathering strength. All this up here has dissipated. This storm is still gathering strength. It's going to be producing that wind threat, that hail threat, even some of those spin-up tornadoes as it moves through the 2% area and on off to the east. About 6 p.m. now for the Oklahoma area. This is the supercell composite. You can see some supercells stop popping up in the panhandle area of Amarillo. Now, what's good about this is that the supercell composite, what it's showing, it's not fully accurate right yet, But it's showing that the storms will stay, it will hit that area of the Oklahoma City, but it's hopefully not going to be as supercellular as we're looking at. So again, we do have the supercell composite for the area of Lawton and then down here towards Dallas. But if we're looking at the 9 p.m. where the storms are supposed to be directly on top, we could see that main supercell threat down here through the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So again, even those areas down in Texas, please stay weather aware tonight. Besides that, really the Texas area needs to be mainly aware for those tornado threats. I mean, as we move through 11 p.m., 12, 1, 2, 3, and then even some areas of 4 a.m. It's still going to be there, and it's going to be very strong, so please stay aware if you're in those areas. I will quickly go through day 2. Day 2, which is tomorrow, we have a slight risk through the southern states and the central plains and the panhandles. 2% risk through the panhandles. Wind will be 15%. Hail will be 15%, and that significant threat through the southern states. And then day 3, we have a huge slight risk stretching through the panhandles, Oklahoma and the central plains, and a marginal risk again through the southern states, with that probability of it being 15%. So we're still going to have those standard threats that we've been getting, but today is going to be that main threat. So please stay weather aware if you're in any of the area besides marginal. I mean, marginal is not really going to be too crazy of a threat, but if you're in any other area like that, again, that hail, that tornado, that wind, and that hail threat, you guys are still in for. Also, I'll be monitoring my community tab. If I feel anything needs to be posted, I will post it there. Please stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.